Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. A couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Johnson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost in midfield.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, if that first play is an indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Going to the ground again on throws. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. It's not coming from Henry To'o. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthier during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who are hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, they can jump right back in and really add this step and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Irving here from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Offense to the line for second down. Baker now from the gun. That one's complete right side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield and the big play follows.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. Making some progress here. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, but very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Again, it's Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He hits the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Chubb up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival. All right.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Can't get it to him, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Running it after the penalty. And 2nd down's gonna be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On play action, here's Stroud. The catch is made near the edge. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. 2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. Slot man motioned over. Man in motion here. They give to Irving, left side. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Down to the 10. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. And up to Chubb to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, uno more. Here we go. 11.
From the gun, Sprout. It's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And he will not get any further. There's plenty of progress already.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
18. What's up? 19 Texans.
Strad to throw on 1st down. Complete to Chubb. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
South. 18. Look to hot.
Shotgun now, 1st round. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He's him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. And they've decided they're going for this on 4th and 1.
19 Texans.
He's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chain.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throwing this back in the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Stroud now on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's the give to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the gig, this is Irving. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Escapes the pocket. That throw behind his intended target. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. It's Evans making the catch outright. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Catch made left side by Amuka. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Great, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up fourth and goal. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Stroud off of play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Oh, ready? 19, 18, outside. 11. Wide, Tony.
Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Look the hot.
To the air, Stroud. It's dumped off to Chubb. It's an excellent look on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Tony.
On third and long, it's Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
Their own 12-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Buccaneers with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That time, this is Ibuka. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Now it's Irving. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Godwin sent in motion right. Baker now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. Baker now. That's caught for the 1st. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They'll run this with Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Texans 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's looking underneath here for Chubb. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Stroud again. Complete to Chubb. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Oh, right. 18. That's it. 11.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, right. 18. What's that? White Tony. Yeah.
Again, Stroud. Yes, it's in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Up and good from Fairbairn. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Gets it quickly to Knowles. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, south. 18. What's that? Hey, uno more.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Good carry by Irving. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Got his target, it's Auden. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Going with Irving here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. This one's taken in by Auden. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. The right side, Noel has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
This is complete to Noel. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Tony.
From the 47. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he can win it. Unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Texans set to punt.
In punt formation.
Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And they get to him just in time. Another step or two, and that fake would have moved the chains.
Texans take over 1st and 10.
And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Carry here for Irving. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Once again, Irving. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's saying it's another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And this one doesn't go far. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Smith on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Oh, hey.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
Look the hot. Oh, hey. 18. That's it. 11. Hey, south.
Back to throw, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
18. That's it.
Stroud now, 3rd and 1. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He finds him beyond the marker, and he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Again, Stroud. He throws a bullet to the center, brought in inside the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
Texans 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Completed to his running back. Irvin is hit, he fumbles that football. And the Texans grab it. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
First down, Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They're running from the gun with Chubb. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
And they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Chased out to his right. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Irvin here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers that today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Baker now from the gun. Right side, this is a big one. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but so would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They gain 14 on the play, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after the small gain. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball at the 33 for first down. To throw, Mayfield. On the screen, this is White. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 9-point advantage. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Sprout. Forced out to his right. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun now, first round. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. That's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Downfield, Evans has it. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Jump off, caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Texans 24.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying.
For the Buccaneers.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
At 18, that's it.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans hoping to make it look a little better before time. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. That one connects. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Ducks to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Again, this is White. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's White again. And the Buccaneers get that first down. And that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.